This money video is for you diehard Star Wars fans, just like most of our family. Here we are at Disney's The Rise of the Resistance. Definitely a ride that all Star Wars lovers should check out at least once in their life. Depending on when you go though, your wait time could be more than 4 hours now that they've gotten rid of the virtual queue. Anyway, with Disney Plus's release of the Book of BOBA Fett this Christmas season, we thought, what better way to celebrate than with the top 8 money lessons learned from our favorite Star Wars characters. You won't believe how much we can learn from them about retirement planning, insurance, and all things money. So let's jump right in. For our loyal subscribers and viewers, welcome back. We love you guys. And for those of you new to Diamond NestEgg, welcome to the #1 place to learn about money, insurance, and retirement. I'm Jennifer, first-generation American. I've spent most of my life in finance. Started working at banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs at the age of 17 and graduated top of my class from NYU and Harvard Business School. And now I work on all things money with business owners as well as young professionals at places like Bloomberg, WeWork, and Marsh McLennan. Star Wars money lesson #1 comes from Yoda. Size matters not, he says to Luke in The Empire Strikes Back. And it really doesn't when it comes to saving and investing. Say that you start saving with just $5 a day. Multiply that by 30, and that's already $150 a month. Assuming a customary inflation-adjusted average annual market rate of return of 7%, if you started doing this at age 25, you'd have nearly $394,000 by the time you retire at age 65. Start at age 35 and you'd end up with about $183,000. And if you start at age 45, you'd still have $78,000. So yeah, size matters not. Consistency is key. Just start stashing some money away every day, whether that's $5, $10, or $100. Or if you're already a good saver and investor, try stashing away a bit more than you're already doing. Star Wars money lesson #2 also comes from Yoda. I mean, wise and powerful as he was, he did not plan well for retirement. Or he might have enjoyed a bit more creaturely comfort on Dagobah. My oldest daughter, Sophie, came upon this revelation over dinner one night and made me promise that I'd give her credit for this one. So Sophie, here's the credit you deserve. Imagine if Yoda contributed the maximum allowable amount every year to his Roth IRA. Let's assume it's a $6,000 like it is right now and that one Republican credit is worth $1 US. And let's further assume that Yoda starts at age 700. He'd have more than $92 million in his Roth by the time he was 800, and plenty to enjoy until he passed away at age 900. He probably would have even met Luke in his palace on Dagobah instead of in the swamp where they actually did meet. We'll just ignore the tiny fact that the Roth started after Yoda's death in 1983's Return of the Jedi. Here's what your Roth numbers could look like by the time you retire at age 65, depending on when you start saving, using the same assumptions we used for Yoda. Start at age 25 and you'd have $1.3 million. Start at age 35 and you'd have close to $610,000. Start at age 45 and you'd still have about $260,000. Star Wars money lesson #3 are from Padme, Leia, and Luke. Make sure you have enough life insurance to cover your entire family. Perhaps Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen could have given Luke a life more like Leia's had Padme's death benefit been sufficient enough to cover both children. Or perhaps Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen could have had better equipment and warriors to protect them against their eventual death by stormtrooper. Don't make the same mistake as Padme. Ensure that you protect those you love the most sufficiently, especially when you're not there to do this anymore yourself. Star Wars money lesson #4 comes from Darth Vader. Who knew there were so many things to learn from Star Wars? Lesson #4 from Vader is get disability insurance. You just never know what's going to happen in life. According to the Social Security Administration, 1 in 4 20-somethings can expect to be out of work for at least a year because of a disabling condition before they reach the normal retirement age. 1 in 4! Had Vader had disability insurance, his insurance carrier would have covered his emergency surgery, face and body coverings, as well as paid him 40 to 70% of his income pre-injury. Speaking of which, how well insured do you think those stormtroopers are? Because they get blown up pretty often. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, or even if you're not, and you're just watching this for light, somewhat geeky entertainment, drop us a note at jennifer@diamondnetsegg.com if we've started you thinking about your own retirement, your life and disability insurance needs, Or check out our recently reopened Millionaire Masters course to see how you can kick off your own epic financial journey. The link is in the description below. May the force be with you. On to money lesson number 5 from The Mandalorian. Do the math before making any major financial commitments. Whether that's accepting a new job, buying that first home, or how much to put towards insurance and retirement. In one episode, the Mandalorian runs his numbers for a bounty and refuses to accept Imperial credits. He negotiates instead for the more stable calamari flan currency, even though he would only get paid half as much. Why? Because the calamari flan was stable and worth more to him than Imperial credits from a defeated empire, which were essentially useless because there was no government anymore to back up the currency. When it comes to your money or making any deal that will significantly impact your finances, be sure that you consider what all the acceptable risks are, not just the rewards. Money lesson number 6 is from Han Solo, who often seems to make not so good deals. And the lesson from Solo is that lots of debt can kill you or get you frozen in carbonite. Han Solo had so much debt, in fact, his financial journey, or his debt journey, spreads over 3 Star Wars episodes. In A New Hope, he's running from Jabba the Hutt, who he borrowed money from. In The Empire Strikes Back, Solo is captured and handed over to bounty hunter Boba Fett. And in Return of the Jedi, Solo is frozen in carbonite and hanging on Jabba's wall as a warning to others who owe Jabba money. Yeah, so don't borrow from loan sharks, credit card companies, and basically don't borrow what you can't afford to pay back, because you too might find yourself in financial trouble, chased on by creditors, and eventually frozen in carbonite hanging on your bank's wall. Probably not where other customers can see you though. This brings us to money lesson number 7, which is from Boba Fett. It's never too late to change your future, whether it's your financial, professional, or personal future. Remember, Boba Fett is a bounty hunter who captured Han Solo. And yet, in the first trailer scene of Disney Plus's newly released spin-off series of The Mandalorian, the Book of BOBA Fett, his first words are, "I am not a bounty hunter." If Boba Fett, one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy, can leave behind his infamous high-earning bounty hunting career to settle down on Tatooine and search for new opportunities, you can too. Ask yourself, am I truly content where I am? Am I happy with where I am financially? Am I building the foundations for my future financial success? Am I growing and protecting my wealth? Am I teaching my children and the ones I love the right things about money? If the answer is no to any of these questions, then it's time to change that. And if you're wondering, how do I even start? Then take money lesson number 8 from Princess Leia. Know when to ask for help. In A New Hope, before Leia is captured, she leaves a hidden message in R2-D2. "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." It's Luke who finds this message when he's randomly cleaning R2-D2 on Tatooine. And that, my Star Wars friends, is how this epic journey all began. No Leia asking for help, no epic journey, no Star Wars. That would have been catastrophic for George Lucas, for Disney, and for us. Now, imagine what your epic journey could look like financially. If you just take that first step, if you just reach out for help, assuming you need it. Listen, if you're not where you want to be financially, or worse, you don't even have any financial goals set, then check out our Millionaire Masters course via the link in the description below, or even better, drop us a note at jennifer@diamondnestegg.com to see if we can support you in any way. Because that's what we do day in and day out. Help our clients and our students grow their wealth, protect their wealth, and build the financial life they deserve for them, their children, and future generations. Everyone's financial journey is different. Let's see what yours will look like. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, learned something new, or were reminded of something old from Star Wars, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And enjoy the Book of BOBA Fett. See you next week with another money-saving, wealth-building video.